Hello, everybody. Back at it once again with some live gameplay. This time around, we're taking a look at Disney Speedstorm. It is a Mario Kart style of racer that is currently in early access. By that meaning you can purchase the game and play everything that's here to offer. But this game will be available as a free-to-play game either late this year or early next year. There hasn't been any confirmation on when exactly it's going to become free-to-play for everyone. Who knows? It's quite a window from here until early next year, apparently. But if you want to get in on the game, they have 3 tiers that you can purchase. And I think the lowest tier is around $30 currently in the PlayStation Store. So yes, this is Mario Kart meets the world of Disney. Overall, first impressions right out the gate. I've spent some considerable time with it. I've spent a number of hours with the game here. And the gameplay is great. The tracks are great. The initial starting selection of characters is not bad. There's a lot that's good here, okay? And I like that it's going to be free to play at some point for people. It does have one major drawback, though. And I necessarily don't mind that it's here, but I just wish it was done better. Now, if you look at the top screen here, right above where it says select game mode, and you look at the icon starting from left to right, there's a light gray box there initially that has the number 2,880. That is your online currency. That's currency you can earn by doing online races. Then you have another form of currency, and forgive me, it slips from my mind how exactly you earn that currency. And then the yellow box there that looks like an eye, I believe that's taken from Monsters Inc. That currency reads 1,029,450. Now that I've used to, like, you can purchase things in the store. You go to their shop, as it's called now here, and it'll show you which currency is used to purchase certain things. Like here, it's a skin for Goofy, another skin for Goofy. This is all Goofy themed stuff, and then the crew shards for an additional crew that you want to add to Goofy. Full transparency, I don't understand the crew portion of the game yet. I do have crew members for certain characters, and those can also be leveled up through progression or what apparently seems to be heavily geared towards microtransactions if you want to level characters up a lot quicker. There's a lengthy grind with this game, and I feel like they do that intentionally so that players are pulled more towards the, and I hate to say this, perhaps the pay-to-win model. I've done a couple of online matches, and they have 2 online modes. Again, these are, I'm getting off topic here. Jack Sparrow, awesome character, by the way, and I don't know that it's in fact Johnny Depp that they sampled voice cues from, and if they didn't, the sound alike is pretty spot on. It's pretty close. Again, and it'll show what currency, like here, that's online currency if you want to buy a racing suit for Beast. On the one hand, I like that there's incentive to play. There's things to grind for if you want. On the other hand, a number of these things are just I could care less about a character skin. In this particular game anyway, I don't really care. And these are upgrade parts that you use for if you want to upgrade a certain character's vehicle. Every character you choose has their own cart. And customization, there is a little bit there for the carts, but it is very limited. Here's your battle pass, which I got automatically for getting one of the higher tier versions of the game. Let's see here. In multiplayer, there are two versions if you want to go online and play some actual real players, right? There's regulated multiplayer, meaning just as it states, everyone's on the same playing field. All right, everyone's at the same level. Nobody has a higher upgraded character than anyone else. You're essentially all on the same playing field. And it seems as though you don't earn as much. Now that ends in 5 days. I don't know what happens after that. I imagine it resets or something. I don't know. There's some of this stuff they don't explain very well. That's another downfall to this game. Explanation is, they just kind of throw you in and, okay, figure out what the currencies are, figure everything out. Well, you'll probably just look online anyway, have fun. And then there's ranked multiplayer, which if you grind with a certain character or, and level them up to make them a little stronger, that's where you're going to shine if you've really put some time into the game. Again, that's where I feel like they really pushed the pay-to-win model. Going into ranked multiplayer, I've heard that some of the payouts are better as far as the amounts of currency you get or the potential to unlock certain things if you do well in races consistently, but you really have to upgrade certain characters. Max level, I want to say the max level for each character currently is 20. And believe me when I tell you, it seems to be a rather slow grind. What is good, though, is that there are chapters for each season. Now, there's 41 days left in Season 1 here, in the Season 1 Battle Pass. In each chapter, you can earn a maximum of 33 medals, meaning for each race you do, the maximum medals you can get for each race is 3. And that's the goal, ultimately, right? You want to get all 3 medals. The courses do vary. Obviously, you're going to repeat a lot of the same courses. But it's still fun nonetheless. And things can play out differently depending on what kind of a power-up is used against you or that kind of thing. Remember, this is Mario Kart in the world of Disney. So there's this. That's one mode you can play, and this is single player, by the way, that you can grind to get XP and level up your battle pass and earn different unlocks. So that's that portion of it. And then, of course, your online, as I said, the regulated and ranked. Then they have free play, which is couch play. If you have friends over at your joint and you want to play together, old school style, like sitting on the couch and one has one controller and they do like a split screen. That is offered here. You can create a private track. You don't actually create the course, mind you, but you can play in a private match online. And then the circuit, the starter circuit, I'll show you that, which I've already completed every one of these. Some of these did take a little time. You will lose certain races, and you just keep replaying them until you get your respective first place. But this was kind of like a starter to the game, hence starter circuit, to kind of introduce you to different characters you can unlock for progressing. I unlocked all of these, just for playing these characters. So anyone who gets this, I encourage that. Start here. There's a reason why it's called the starter circuit. Get familiar with the controls, unlock some characters, and then they have limited events that are always changing. The limited event available. Missing some upgrade parts? Take your racers to the next level. Limited events are a great way to get the parts you need. Now, this is another format here of the game. Look at a featured reward. You get a skin from Mickey. Like, big deal. But then look at, see how these are all, and you can discover what these events are. Now, if I discover them, I don't know if that changes the time that's available. But this is just another thing you can do to unlock things and get XP. So there is a lot of single-player stuff here. For those of you that like playing single-player games and don't want to go online necessarily to face other real opponents, you don't have to. You can still have fun with the game and get some unlocks and rewards and XP without going online at all. In fact, there's more of that here than I expected. I did not expect that. So that is a win. That's a pro to the game. Its biggest downfall is it's not organized very well. It doesn't explain to the player, especially the kids that are fans of Disney and younger people that are, you know, have like certain characters. They're like, oh, the cartoony Disney style. Like, let them hop in. And then you're met with some of these currency things, and a kid and a parent alike might not understand it. I know I fully still don't understand how it entirely works. And that should never be the case with something like this, especially. It should be pretty self-explanatory. And they should pretty much lay it out like what the currencies are. They don't do a very good job of that. And the fact that there's, again, 1, 2, 3 currencies, 4 if you include character shards that you use to level up your character, is insanity. It's completely unnecessary, in my opinion. But let's go back to the season tour, which I'm currently working on. As you see, I've just started this recently, and I got 3 here. And then every race is going to have 3 goals. In this one, it's get to the top 2, win the race at some point, while also stunning at least one opponent, and then of course winning the race. And then you see 700 XP or so here that you get for doing all of those.
Well, I'm a bona fide racing expert, you know.
Then you pick from the characters you have unlocked, and these ones, some of these aren't even available yet. Some of these you have to unlock somehow, I imagine. And I think one of the big potentials of the game, if the developers listen to people, if they even care, you know, who knows. But if they could streamline this a little bit, make it easier once it becomes free to play for people. Maybe get rid of some of the currency. You know, have 2 base currencies and call it a day. There's no need for 3 different currencies in any game. It's ridiculous. If you want to have, I don't. Again, that's my opinion. Although I like playing the game, this is the worst I've ever seen, that I've ever played, of any game that I've played. 3 currencies in this is ridiculous. It really is. It's annoying. And I almost didn't give the game any more of a chance once I realized that. But a testament to the game is that it is very fun to play.
kind, poised, punctual, and
So as you can see, you select your character.
Well, I'm a bona fide racing expert, you know.
Remember, a hero's only as good as
Let's
his
go with
lap
Jack
time.
Sparrow. He's a big fan favorite. Now you'll notice, now you go to your upgrade here. I can't fully upgrade Captain Jack currently because I don't have, you see where it says 0 of 2 at the bottom of the screen? I don't have parts. You have to earn parts. And it says, notice there on the far left bottom of the screen, get upgrade part. So if I hit triangle, and then it tells you how you can earn various rewards. And then use upgrade parts to level up your racers. Again, the way they're doing this is, I really don't like it. Fortunately, you know, I still have fun playing the game. I just wish it was way more streamlined. A lot of extra fluff here to do what you're supposed to do. It's a lot of tedious stuff. And then look in the purple section here, next to Jack here. It says get shards, so I hit that, right? Again, it's showing you. Shop. What do they put right at the top, right? Go to the shop and open up a universal box and you'll see some special items on offer. Stay on the lookout. So what happens if I click on that? Oh, look at that. Okay, so here are the boxes. But you need some kind of purple currency to open up a Monsters Inc. box. Which, that's like a, yeah, that's like a fourth currency in the game. That would make it a grand total of like 4 different currencies in a game. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. And then you get a multiplayer box. And then your universal box that takes your yellow credits or your season credits or whatever they're called. It's just, they really took a look at, okay, free to play and microtransaction. They really dove hard into that. I just wish they did it better and simplified it. It's too much. And I feel sorry for any younger gamer that gets into this and doesn't really know what's going on. And they end up spending currency on stuff and then realize that they didn't want to spend that currency on something, or they accidentally do it because, you know, it's, I don't know. Am I kind of disappointed in buying it and think maybe I should have waited for it to go free to play? Yeah, maybe. Just because of how they laid out this microtransaction stuff. I wish it wasn't as all over the place. It really is all over the place. And again here, another element of the game that's just kind of confusing. And they don't really, like, add a crew member. Okay. So you get loot point bonus +5. And then on top of it, you'll notice Wilbur here. There's 4 different brackets that you can add to you can have 4 members in your crew. And then you can upgrade each crew member. So those slots at the bottom of Wilbur, like, look at that. And then it says get shards, crew bonuses. It tells you what you get for, okay, combat bonus. Alright. So they explain that fairly well. It tells you what you're getting each time they're upgraded. That's fine. But now, okay, let's get some shards. Well, how do you get shards to upgrade your a member of your crew? This is how. You go right back to the shop, and apparently, as it stands right now, unless I'm mistaken, the only way you can get upgrades for crew members is by, if you get lucky and get it out of a loot box. and hopefully that a character in your crew is pulled from that loot box or whatever, or you have that character and you can upgrade them or add an upgrade point. I really don't like how they do that. And unless they make some significant changes, I'm going to say this right now to whoever is listening. For me personally, and again, who am I? But unless they make significant changes, this will be a kart racer that I probably won't stick with too long, just because of that. Because Lego 2K Drive, as I've mentioned in prior broadcasts, drops on May 19th. And I am going to be playing that a lot more. It just looks fun and has all kinds of things going on. It just seems like it's going to be a lot easier to understand. This is some of the worst pay-to-win model I've seen. You know, from a reputable developer and using licensed properties like Disney and Disney characters and licensed music. I can't believe they kind of, in my eyes, kind of messed this up. Has great potential to be such a great fun game, but
Mickey Mouse, at your service.
I don't know. How they do the leveling system, and oh man. And even though look here, even though I'd picked a character to put in my crew, right, I activated this Wilbur guy. Okay, I was going to say that exclamation point is still showing up. Okay. See? It's still there. Why is that still there? I've got a crew member.
I'm ready for anything.
I've cycled on. What am I supposed to do? It's just annoying.
Remember,
it's one of my annoying things.
Give nothing back.
Okay, now it's not there, but I switched characters.
Keep to the code, mate. Always keep to the code.
All right, let's go with Captain Jack here. Let's start the race. The gameplay side of it here, the racing, thankfully is great. I think it's a great kart racer. It's a lot of fun. The courses are neat, and every character are put into a class. There's a brawler class. And then there's your I don't remember all of them, but Captain Jack here is a trickster class. And he has different abilities. One of the better classes, I think, is the brawler class, because it has a burnout paradise, or just burnout in general type of gameplay where you can, when you side swipe like this, side bump, it'll do like a little slow-mo, like you're taking them off the course for a little bit, or but if you're not a brawler class, it doesn't do that. Captain Jack here is the trickster class, and he has different abilities. What's cool is these when you get a power-up, depending on what it is, certain ones you can actually, like, you don't have to shoot them forward, throw them forward. You can,
You're welcome.
oh, that was easy, you know. You can shoot them behind you, so that it can hit an opponent behind you. I like when kart racers give you that option. Like certain ones, you don't always have to throw them in front of you. You can drop them behind you. With these, you're earning XP, and if you've got their version of the Battle Pass, or their Season Pass, Golden Pass it's called, then you unlock things for progressing with that XP. Well, I just unlocked Mike. I don't think I had this character. And each character, there's aspects of each character where you can only level up the character with certain parts. Like this screen canister is only for, it might be specific to him, this particular character. And you need parts and these checkered flags in order to upgrade a character or level them up. So that's just another aspect of the grind that is here. He's got his eye on you, folks. Mike's watching you. All right, let's go back to the season tour. Certain parts you can, like the checkered flags, are universal. You can apply those to any character for upgrades. But again, each character has parts that they have to earn somehow in order to upgrade as well. The way they do that, I'm not a fan of that. I get that you want to have a grind for your players, but I mean, you could have simplified it a little more than that. It's along with the microtransaction side of it, oh man, it's too much. They have like 4 different styles of currency in one game. It's ridiculous. 1 or 2 is fine if you do it right. All right, now in this particular, now you're going to see in this one, these are one of the harder races in my opinion. Why? Because the course is foggy. It's very hard to see. So you're going to want to keep an eye on racers in front of you. That's why the race goals here are to like be in the top 3, top 2, and then win the race ultimately. It's challenging.
Keep to the card, Mike. Always keep to the card.
I'll prove I'm not just another chariot chaser.
We'll go back to classic Donald for this one, huh? He is my favorite class. He is a brawler class, meaning he can like knock people aside briefly. And then you gotta get your... That green starter changes every time you play. But you can see where you can, especially if you don't know the course, which I don't know this course very well, and how it's kind of laid out. It's real easy to hit things. And then combine that with the other racers throwing mines and other power-ups at you. Boom. And then you earn your meter at the top is like a nitrous or a turbo. And you earn, oh man. You earn boost by doing different actions. And being the brawler class, if I can get Donald to sideswipe somebody, I'll fill up my meter a little quicker. And then using power-ups on opponents will also... Boom. And then using those rails. Boom. It fills up your meter when you use that. A lot of the power-ups are cool when you know how to use them. Look at how cool is that? Oh no. This puts everything in, so when you think you're turning the way you should turn, it puts everything in the opposite direction. That purple power-up is really annoying. And then drifting, of course, when you execute a drift, you earn a little boost. All right. The first time I've took place on a foggy map on the first go of it. I usually have to try again with those. Again, the pro is the game is real fun. The courses are great. The power-ups are fun to use. It's very fun to play. Fun kart racer. The con is how it's laid out here in the menus. With this portion of it's not bad, real self-explanatory. But it's understanding the grind and the how you level up your characters individually, and then aspects of it that are really pushing you to pay to win, to buy shards to upgrade your characters. And then look at the top right screen. Again, I can't stress this enough. There's 3 currencies, 4 if you count some of the player shards for characters. 4 different currencies in the game. And in a kart racing game on top of it, just unnecessary. Oh look, they're telling you there's a new offer in the shop. Let's take a look and see what they got here. Oh wow, see you can buy racer shards with 1,000 currency for this guy. A startup pack. And you can buy him a crew member for 19,000 another currency. It's right now I got a good chunk and I'm not sure who I want to invest in. So that's why I'm not really just blowing all my currency, but the way this is laid out, like 1,500 for, you buy spoiler and tires. I get it. Different things to grind for and get. I understand. But it's the way they're doing it is absurd in my opinion. There should only be 2 currencies matched, like an online currency and then a currency that or just an in-game currency all around, and then a currency that is used with your real money. You know what I mean? Like, for example, say Grand Theft Auto. Currency that you can earn in-game, and then currency that you buy out of pocket if you want. They said, no, we're going to do it our own way. We're gonna one-up everybody with 4 different types of currency in one game. And then you got to figure out how to get different currencies and where they apply. Like this guy takes online currency, You only get this type of currency by doing online races. Then this currency, I think I got a good chunk of that because I got one of the early versions of the game here, or I shouldn't say that. I should say one of the higher tiers available to purchase. Again, the full game is going to be free to play sometime late this year or early next year for everybody. It's in early access right now, so if you pay roughly around $30 is the minimum, you can get the game and play it now. But it will be free to play at some point. Just know that it comes with some caveats, for sure. And I hope they change some of that, but I highly doubt that they're going to come wrong. Okay, so in this race, you reach the top two, win the race, and drift for at least 5 seconds. Ultimately, we win the race, so and drifting for 5 seconds, that's not a problem. That's easy.
Well, I'm a bona fide racing expert, you know.
My training should serve me.
Remember, a hero is only as good as his lap time.
Hot rod, diggity dog!
Let's go with Captain Jack
Like
again.
sail.
I really like Captain Jack, the character in here, and if it's a sound-alike to Johnny Depp, it's pretty close. I just wish he was more of the brawler class. He's considered a trickster. His abilities are different. Ooh, brutal. Oh, I just noticed that. There was a little shortcut there on the side for a power-up. Have that. And he got me back. I can't believe it. He got me back. As you play the courses, and you're going to repeat the courses, as you would in any racing game like this, you'll learn, or you'll start to see little paths the AI will take, or you'll see hidden turns, shortcuts, or places where you can earn boosts. Again, I like the courses, I like the way the game looks. I really enjoy how it plays, it's very fun. But how they do their style of player progression and unlock and being heavily geared towards the store or their shop. I don't like it. I don't like how they're doing that. Woo! I like that. That was a close one in the end. Woo, that was close. I was lucky to earn with that pickup, that power-up pickup, I was able to get a turbo boost out of that. Look at the time. Look at Meg, 241 and 240. I mean, yeah, that was close in the end. That was a good race. That was very chaotic at times. And again, I didn't go ahead and buy the Golden Pass, aka their version of the Battle Pass. It came with the version of the game that I purchased. And again, they're gonna strongly encourage you to get the Battle Pass, because these races I'm doing right now, where I'm just getting XP, that's going directly towards that pass. If you don't have the Battle Pass and you do those races, then what's the point of the XP? Like, where does it go then? And then how much more grindy is it without the Battle Pass? So yeah, this unfortunately seems to be a very microtransaction heavy game with, you know, some elements of what could be interpreted as pay to win. If you want to play ranked games online, if you play ranked games online, I mean, you're going to find that there's going to be some people out there that are putting money, real money, into their characters to get them to level up quicker, so that they have an advantage in ranked online races, and they will have a significant advantage. Thankfully, though, they do have regulated races, as I've mentioned, where everyone's on the same playing field, everybody's the same level. Nobody is going to have a racer that's stronger than yours. It's all going to come down to how the race plays out and how you perform in the race. I think this is, yeah, the Pirates of the Caribbean themed course here. Win the race and use manual boost for at least 5 seconds. Okay.
I'll show you how it's done. Mickey Mouse.
And for this particular race, it's only letting me select one of the 3 base classic Disney characters.
I can drive anything, even a bathtub.
And then it'll say recommended level. I feel like it's going to come to a point where, like, if you're not a certain level and you don't have the proper part to upgrade that character, you'll have no choice but to buy it. Which, again, I haven't encountered that yet, but I think it may happen. We'll see. And if that starts happening, I'm going to start playing this game a lot less. Okay, so when Lego 2K Drive comes out May 19th, I probably won't even be playing this game much anymore. At the time of pre-ordering of this game, I didn't know that Lego 2K Drive was a thing. Had I known that, I would have probably not bought this at all and would have waited for it to be free to play it. Yes, the flames are getting them. Donald's one of the coolest characters in the game. That's just my opinion. I like his power-ups. I like that he's a brawler. Yeah, I like some of his abilities. And I mean, come on, Donald is a classic Disney character. Who doesn't love Donald Duck? know what I mean? Mickey gets a lot of love, but like, come on, you gotta show love to Donald. He's a Spitfire. He's got a lot of rage. This stuff. You know what I mean? Boom. I sometimes forget Donald has that, because he's a brawler character, he has that ability to sideswipe opponent. Again, a difference in a race is using your power-ups and your abilities at the right time can really make a difference in the match. But I've had a lot of close races here, and I'm playing this on normal difficulty. In fact, I don't remember if this even has a difficulty setting. I don't know. It might not. I don't know. Season box credit. That might be the first time I've seen that. So again, that's just unfortunately another form of the currency. Let's go to the shop here and see what this, if there's an option for that. Season box credit. You'll see all these different currency icons with numbers next to them, right? That's because there's so many different currencies in this game, and it's unnecessary to have that many currencies in one game. Okay, so I think that's it here. A season box credit right here. Hey! Eric stopped in. Oh, you were able to actually see the race. I'm surprised. Thought you'd be at work. I'm surprised you even had time to watch it. So I just earned that season credit, which I can use on this. A Monsters Inc. box, loot box, where you could get any one of those items out of it. I'm guessing. Okay. Okay. Well, it's nice that you're stopping in, even though you're working. At the very least, you can always listen in. I don't know how much longer I'm going to keep this stream on, to be honest with you. But even if you can't watch, you can still listen to my rambling. I'm really good at rambling. But I'm trying to explain the game, and I know there's a lot of big time personalities out there, and YouTubers and people that have, you know, that are established. They're established content creators, where you can go and get information. But just being a minnow in a giant lake of sharks, I still feel it necessary to try to explain some things, or to my best knowledge. You know, well, I'm glad you do. A lot of people, it either puts them to sleep or they'll turn the channel. It's the biggest downfall to the game, again, overall, is how they handle the microtransactions and the leveling system here. It's not simplified. It's not organized. And they have at times 4 different currencies to buy different things and upgrade and unlock 4 different types. As you can see at the top of the right screen, you're seeing 3 right now. There's an online currency from left to right. There is I forget what that currency is called, like the race currency that you get from, again, I don't even know. That's a lot of that currency I got automatically just for getting one of the higher tiers of the game, buying one of the higher tiers to get early access. They give you a lump sum of currency, and then you have your standard gold currency. And again, real quick, I'll go right back into the shop here and show how this works. So that blue currency, look at it, I got 26,000. That's 1,000 for that startup pack for him. And then I use that currency, which I have 149, and I use that to buy an additional crew member for him. And then you can also use various currencies for skins, character skins. You can buy him a suit. Oh boy. And like this here I think is cool. I'm fine with this. You can buy car parts. And I wish you could swap out carts for different characters. Like say, okay, you like the cart that Goofy's in, but you want to put Donald in it, you should be able to do that. You can't do that. Each cart is specific to each character. So Mickey has a cart, Goofy has a cart, Donald has a cart, Captain Jack, yada yada yada. You cannot swap the carts out. Which, again, that's just another player personalization and customization option they should have just had. Like, what if I like a certain cart, right? And I want to upgrade that cart, and I want to put Captain Jack in that cart because I think the cart's cool and he looks cool in it. No, they don't want to do that because that takes away from some of the grind per character. Each character you got to grind through and level up. You can't just level up multiple characters with the grind. Because certain characters, you need certain parts to level them up. It's that format really is the downfall of the game, and the reason why I'm glad Lego 2K Drive is coming May 19th. I'm glad it's another kart type of racer that also has open world elements. That game is going to have different things to do other than racing, and you can also play with friends. This, again, I really enjoy the racing of this, but I hate how they're doing it. And I don't like using that word for various things, but I do. I hate it. I hate how they've got this laid out. It really detracts what is a good game. Well, again, there are different currencies here. You have a blue currency, a yellow currency, and a light grayish or light blue currency. And that currency is earned by doing online races, like versing other online players. And what you do with different currencies, each currency, like certain currencies are only for certain things. Like the blue currency, you can use to buy parts or buy a tire and a spoiler for Mike here, for Mike's kart. Not for any kart, just Mike's kart. Okay? So that gives you an idea of the kind of grind that is here. Okay? And then you can also buy the color purple for his kart with this currency, a different currency that you earn. And that's 33,000 coins of that currency. It's absurd. And that would be almost half the currency I have just for a color. It's super grindy with microtransaction crap. It really is. And it's a shame that they did that in a Disney themed game. A Disney game where there might be a lot of younger players that want to hop in here because there's nothing that's mature rated here. Yeah, there could be, some might say, oh, it's a little violent with the racing, but it's a kart racing game. This is a game really for all ages, and it's very microtransaction heavy. It's a shame. And yeah, again, so is Fortnite. Someone might say, well, Fortnite is. Yeah, but no, it's not as bad as this. And Fortnite has one currency, one called V-Bucks for stuff online, for buying character skins and gun skins. Simple. That's it. One currency. Here, you're looking at 3 different currencies that go to different things. Outrageous. And I'm not even including player shards, which is another currency. So that makes a grand total of 4. 4 different currencies. I can't stress enough how dumb I think that is. And what a horrible model that is for a Disney game. A Disney game that is going to pull in kids of all ages, from young to adult. And you're gonna do that. When I've already paid for the highest tier of the game already. And keep in mind the game is going to be free to play either late this year or early next year. The full game is going to be free for everybody. And it is going to be cross-play. It's going to be on PC and pretty much every console available. And I paid to get early access, essentially. That's what I did. And you're still, your model, your layout is horrendous. I don't like it. Love the racing, hate how they're doing some of this. It really puts a damper on the game, in my opinion. Now, this is a different style of race. Now, this particular race, you can't. If you're in last place, you get a strike. If you're trailing, a mine goes off, but then it shoots you up to the front of the race automatically. Then if you fall behind again in your last place, after like 3 strikes, you're out. You're out of the race. So you don't want to be in last place multiple times.
Prove I'm not just another chariot.
Remember, take what you can.
Remember, a hero's
For this,
Refined, poised,
I'm going to take a defender class. And Goofy is the defender class.
Alrighty.
Gosh.
Say, are we making one of them how-to movies today?
Oh, I missed my opportunity. So I'm already in danger of getting a strike. Those 3 mines hovering around me. If you're in last place, one of them is going to go off. And it warns you. Oh no. I got knocked out right at the right time. Oh, that's a strike. He used the power up at a good time. Oh no. I tried to drift. Oh, I could have took that turn better. Oh no.
Second placer works for me.
Yeah, I got knocked out. Finished second. Bang. Gotta win the race. Gotta try it again. Let's open up that box first. See, that's another type of currency, box credit. It's just, oh man. Again, if this was like one of the only games out there to play, then yeah, make it grindy. You know, have incentive to keep coming back. But in a market that there already are other free-to-play games and more coming, and other, you know, AAA titles. And just so many different games to play right now, and it's only getting better, in my opinion. I think we're finally getting some of the better games are coming, and with different varieties, and depending on the type of genre of game you want to play, there's going to be a lot of options this year and coming into the you know, late this year and early next year. I mean, the Division's got a new game coming out at some point that is also going to be free to play, if I'm not mistaken, and it looks great. It's everything you like about the Division and more. They've added some things, so that's coming. Then that X Defiant, which I've played the beta of, that ends tonight, by the way. The beta anyway, the closed beta. We'll have to see what happens now. If some point down the line here in the near future they open it up to everybody, or it's just going to go free to play entirely after finishing up their testing. You know, you got that game, and then as I've said, Lego 2K Drive comes out on the 19th of May. With so many different games, you would think you'd make it a little bit more fair to players in this game and easier to understand to keep players coming back, especially when this Disney Speedstorm does go free to play.
I'll be faster than a penguin on a pogo stick. Promise.
They do not have Yoshi, unfortunately. That is not a Disney property. Oh, that's Nintendo. Unless you're saying there's a Yoshi game coming out for Nintendo players. I mean, all I'm saying is that there's just so much in the way of games and free-to-play games that are coming. Like, why would you do this? Why? Like, whatever advisors behind the game and developers thought that this was like a brilliant idea. Like, I get why you think it is, but it's actually a mess. And in my opinion, you kind of screwed up. Especially with the Disney property, with Disney characters. You really messed that up. Just too much with the different currencies and and they do have remixed Disney music in the game. I just have it shut off because I'm streaming. I don't know with the copyright stuff. Granted, I mean, I don't really care too much about it usually because I'm a nobody, so what do I
Guess I
think?
need more training.
I got another strike. Oh no. I hate hitting that. Yep. It always disorients me.
Gotcha! Oh boy! Gotcha! Second place works for
How
me.
did he get in front of me? See? He must have took a different path in the course that I missed. He got in front of me. Now, this one's proven to be a challenge.
I'm ready. I rotated my.
Let's go back to my boy Donald. I feel like Donald's gonna win this. Goofy, I like you too, but I clearly this is not your mode. Right? Well, the Disney property alone, just have Disney licensing. They paid a pretty penny. Get him, Donald, get him. I couldn't catch him. Oh! Sorry, Mickey. Dang, back and forth here. Dang, just got me there and I was just gaining on him. Man. They do have a power-up that, and it doesn't show up as much as the other ones for some reason. And that might be specific to a certain character that I've used, and I don't remember which one. but there is a power-up where when it hits your screen, it makes your screen like in purple ink blots type thing. Almost like it looks like it's almost like grape bubble gum or something that hit your screen, so it impairs your vision a little bit. The Lego 2K Drive that I've been talking about, again, drops on May 19th. That game, I've seen some gameplay footage, and one of the power-ups is a spider web. And you can throw a spider web behind you, and it impairs the screen. There's a giant spider web. Yeah. One thing I like is how they utilize the DualSense controller here on PlayStation 5. It feels neat when you ride those blue rails. The effect that you feel when you're doing that is pretty cool. No. Oh, no. Man, got me. Dang. No. No! Again, real close there, and then he got me with his shield and knocked me back where I couldn't get him. Oh, man. Again, cool mode. Again, the gameplay is very fun. I enjoy these different races and... Is there a shrink one? Oh, are you asking, is there a power-up that makes you tiny? Not that I've seen, no. Which, I'm kind of surprised that there's not. I mean, they could use like a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids kind of thing, you know? The great thing about this being a Disney property game is that you, over time, especially when this goes free to play, you can make it so that you could buy other characters from Disney films. You know, Peter Pan, Little Mermaid, there's all kinds of characters, Snow White, and then you got your Star Wars property, which they could really go nuts with that if they wanted to. Can you imagine Han Solo and like a little Millennium Falcon thing hovering in the road. Like, how cool would that be? I'm already down to one strike. Just like that. Oh, missed it. Get him. Oh. Dang. Yeah. Once I fell behind, I couldn't catch up, even with that little boost. Oh man, I just can't get by this one. Might have missed a comment here. Be fun to squish opponents. Yeah. Depending on the character you pick, again, they have special abilities. Each character has their own special abilities. Again, that's another thing you can upgrade and make stronger over time. It's just, there's a lot of grindiness to the game, which on the one hand is really good because it gives you reason to come back. But on the other hand, with the different currencies, it's too much in the way of multiple currencies. Real microtransaction heavy. Which I expected some of that because the game will be free to play, as I said, at some point. Boom. Oh, I hit it. Ah, no. Damn, I missed it. There's a break here for... Ah! No. Come on. I am getting bamboozled here. Oh. Get up there. Yes. Whew. Finally got through that one. I did. There was Donald had a little bit of, he had a rabbit's foot or something in his feathers. That's tucked away in there somewhere. I did, because I was trying to hop on that rail and get a boost, and because you build up your boost meter on top of it. Oh, Kart part color. Cool looking Kart. Again, I wish you could change the carts to, you know, if you want to put Donald in a different cart, you know, you can't. The carts are all specific to stick with their characters. You can't swap them. Again, I feel like that's a missed opportunity. All right, you know what? I'm going to hop into the regulated multiplayer. Again, regulated means everyone's on the same playing field. No one's going to have a character that is higher level than anyone else. Everyone's in the same bracket. Now, if you wanted to go to ranked multiplayer, that's where your grind really shines. Whether you did a lot of grinding to level up a certain character, or again, I hate to say this, but pay to win. If you went into the shop and bought shards with real money to just quickly upgrade a specific character of your liking, just so that you could have a higher tier character and then go online, and then just get decimated, I feel like that would be the case here. If you got a lower level character, I don't even know if they can keep up. You know, just for shits and gigs, let's go into ranked multiplayer and just see how bad it is. As you can see, I'm rookie, because this will be my first ranked match. Okay, and what is the highest racer I have?
I've outraced an avalanche. This
I think the highest. Okay, so notice okay, so I got to go all the way over here. All right, Captain Jack's level 5. Mickey's level 4. The Beast level 1. I haven't even used him yet. I haven't used him yet either. Little Mikey, little one-eyed Mikey. And then these I haven't unlocked. Some of these I don't even know if they're available yet. It says racer lock, so.
Not to brag, but I really think I bring the whole
I'm gonna guess that my highest leveled character is Donald.
I'll prove I'm not just another chariot.
And I think max level is 20.
Expert, you know.
Okay? I'm pretty sure characters right now currently max out at level 20, I think. I got Donald level 8, so he's my highest one. So let's see how bad I get destroyed here with rank and how, you know, people that have leveled up their characters. And I promise you, I guarantee that there are some users that have paid money to level up their characters, because it's here, it's a thing, and frankly I think it sucks. Well, we'll do this and we'll see how bad we do. This is where the competitiveness is right here. You want to get really, really competitive. You're encouraged to put real money into a character so that you're... Oh, isn't that great? They don't even show you what level players are in that layout. That's horrible. You should at least let people know from the gate like what you're dealing with. That's really stupid. You didn't even, at that menu, when they showed all the other racers, they don't even tell you what level they are. And if they do, it's real quick. I didn't see it. That's bad. I'll check out what you said in a second here, Eric. Oh no. I took second. I took second in a ranked match. You know, to reach podium in the very first time that I played a ranked match, I will take it. I will absolutely take it. That is, and then you got your MPR, your multiplayer rating. I'm assuming that's what that stands for. I took second place. Now, whoever was in first there with the little Mike character, that guy was way ahead. Oh, and it doesn't even tell you what rank the racer is, does it? I'm not seeing it. Level 9. Okay, so everybody still, I may have lucked out. We're all still kind of equal as far as level. I'm actually impressed with that. I thought I was going to come in here and I was going to see like level 12, 15 players, and we're all. And that was not a regulated match, by the way. It shows rank. That shows rank. I mean, that was, for me to get second in a very first ranked match, that was, I was not expecting that. I thought for sure that I was going to see some players in double-digit level. So, okay, now, that begs the question, because it's ranked, do they keep you with other ranked-like players? Well, then what's the point of regulated, you know what I mean? Or is it just because this game's only been out for like, what, 2 weeks top? Maybe some people haven't put a lot of investment into a certain character yet. I don't know. I'm gonna assume the more ranked matches you play, you're gonna encounter players that are well above you. It's gonna be the nature of the beast. I think I might have got a little lucky in that one, but that was cool, and that was a fun race. That was, you know, a good race to come into. All right, man. Hey, thanks for sticking around as long as you did and listening in. Boo! Boo! Quack bah! Boo! It was a fun, competitive race, and I made podium. I'm shocked. I did not think I was going to make podium. Second place, I will take it. Nice job, Donald. I wish I could do a Donald voice and say "buh" in Donald's voice. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can do Mickey. Oh, that was neat. That was really neat. I can do a little bit of Goofy, like, oh gosh, that was neat. But Donald, yeah, forget it. I can't. Donald's one of the tougher voices to do, I think. But there you go. Some gameplay, some ranked online match. We ended it with that just to give you an idea what that's like. Again, Disney Speedstorm, available now. It is in early access. It is basically pay to play, but it will be free to play sometime later this year or early next year is what they're saying. But I feel like they're going to want to shoot to get this out this year. The sooner they get this out to the masses for free to play, the better it is for them, because then they're going to start making money on microtransactions. Again, very heavy on the microtransactions, with at most 4 different styles of currency in one game. 4 different currencies. Like, that to me is absurd and unnecessary. But outside of that, the game is very fun. It is very, very fun to play. There's a lot of single player element here, more than I expected. So if you're put off by playing against other online players in racing, don't be worried about that at all. There is a lot of single player stuff here to do. And they're constant with these limited events, they're constantly changing these. You know, these events here wrap up in 2 days. And once the 2 days, this one's 41 days. But these here, 2-day events. And then once they're done, then they replace them with new events. So there's always stuff here to do from a single player standpoint, if you want to grind. Yeah, and then look down here, scroll down, there's more events down here. So, and that's just one bracket. You got your starter circuit, which I've already completed all of those, and then your season tour. And each season, there are chapters, and a maximum of 8 chapters. And that goes along with the season pass, their version of the battle pass or season pass. I don't know if you need the season pass in order to play these. I don't think you do. You can earn rewards by playing them. So yeah, it's a fun game. It's a fun Mario Kart style of racing game. If you like that type of game and you don't mind Disney properties and characters, then yeah, I would recommend it. But it does come with a downfall and a caveat, and that is the microtransactions are very heavy here. And they encourage you to buy player upgrades in order to progress faster, so that when you go into ranked multiplayer, you might have a higher level character than some other people that didn't spend the money, which is extremely unfortunate that that's here. But what is fortunate is they have regulated multiplayer, meaning if you go into this, everybody is on the same rank. Nobody is going to have a character that's higher than you. Everyone's equal. But you don't get as good of a payout for playing this version of it. From what I understand, the higher payouts are in the ranked multiplayer, or some of the things you can earn are the best when you go into ranked online. And then your limited events here, which are single player, as I said. You can get some cool stuff out of here apparently too, which I haven't dove into much because I've been doing this, the season tour. I'm working on this one, and then when I initially got the game, I completed all of the starter circuit, which again, anybody who gets the game, I recommend you start here, because you can unlock some characters, learn a little bit about the game, and get your feet wet with it before going into the other the other brackets of the game. So that's it for this stream of Disney Speedstorm. Again, final take on it. It's a fun game. I may stream it again a couple of times. Very fun to play, but the negative is it seems to have a little bit of a pay-to-win model, and it will be free to play, so that makes sense. They're already showing that here. But when Lego 2K Drive drops on May 19th, I feel like that game, there's so many different things about that I feel like it's going to get more of my time, and it's got Mario Kart style racing as well, but also side activities to do, open world type little fetch quests and that sort of thing. Building your own car when you unlock it. When you unlock that ability in the game, I suspect that's how they're going to do it. You can build your own Lego car and take it into the open world and take it into racing and doing things with friends and online races. It's going to be a great game. Be on the lookout for it. May 19th, Lego 2K Drive. I'm definitely picking that one up. That's all for now. Again, thank you for anyone that tuned in, and we'll check out some of the replay and my rambling. Until next time, everybody, happy gaming.